welcome to another episode here on A New Life in France. A beautiful property to show you. The sun is shining. It's a property I actually know really well because I actually know the owners. Just very rare that that actually happens, but I do know a little bit about this house, so I'm able to give you probably a little bit more of a tour than I would normally be able to give you, the little bit more knowledge about this wonderful house we're going to look at. So the house we're looking at is in the Haute-Vienne, not far from where I live. It's a lovely house. It's been probably for the last 15-20 years, it's been a holiday home for a couple and their two children. Their two children were young, and now they've grown up and they've flown the nest, and with all of those things grandchildren come along, etc. So actually the people have chosen now to put this lovely place on the market. So it's always been used as a holiday home, and you will see why as we go around, but there will be nothing stopping you using this either as a holiday home. It's a wonderful lock up and leave, but also it would make a really nice family home as well. But I think it's got some business opportunity to it. Let's go through the door, let's have a look. Well, once in through the front door, there's not really a corridor as such. You just come into quite an open plan ground floor here. You've got a kitchen, then you've got a lounge dining area as well with a big fireplace. Just as you come through the front door, you've got a little toilet as well. So very self-contained on this ground floor. You've got doors going out to the beautiful gardens when we're going to have a look around there. So much thought, and you can see how it's been used as a home in terms of so many of the little touches, but lovely French windows going out to the gardens. Behind me, you can just see going into the kitchen. So you can get into the kitchen, very compact kitchen, but also you've got like a servery as well, but it's just a good use of some air and some light and some space within this particular ground floor. I really like it. You can see it's been finished well when I look at the ceilings, obviously look at the beams and everything that goes with that, and I look at the lovely tiled floor in here as well. It feels nice and warm. Now I know with this particular holiday home, it is used all year round. So it's not unusual for the family to have spent Christmas here and also to have obviously enjoyed beautiful summers here as well. So when you think about that, then this house, and you feel it as you go around, very well insulated and would be great for that particular purpose of holiday home all year round. So from the ground floor, let's go up and have a little look upstairs where there are actually a few surprises. We've come up the lovely stairs onto this first floor. It's split into two. I'm going to take you down this corridor just down here. A lovely corridor here, again with a little surprise at the end. But as you come up the stairs, it's so light and airy, great use of a Velux. It's a really tall ceiling as well, which you don't quite comprehend from the outside. When you go down this corridor, you go to two ensuite bedrooms, very much the same size. Really, really lovely in terms of what they've done with that. And again, the light is serviced through Veluxes, bringing lots of light in. Two lovely ensuites as well with both of those. What you've also got though, you've got two further rooms. Now the way this house is laid out, there's lots of different options, but what happens here, there's a utility room in one of the rooms at the moment, and also another room is for storage with some fridges as well. Now as I give you a tour, particularly behind the camera, to the master bedroom and what goes on there, you'll understand why these couple of rooms are there. However, if you wanted to, then this particular area down here gives the ability to put in maybe one, if not two, further bedrooms if you wanted. We then go to the very end of the corridor. We've got a massive room in there. Currently a sort of playroom, come snooker room, come bar. It's a lovely space that they've done there, and again that can be enjoyed either on a late summer's evening if you don't want to be outside, but equally be included, maybe enjoyed on an autumn evening or even a winter's evening. You can go in there and just enjoy that. Now for me, I see the potential there for another big bedroom, put a big bedroom in there with an ensuite if you wanted as well. It's entirely up to you what you want to do with the space. So when we look at this, I think down that corridor is great. You've got two great bedrooms, you've got the further choice, maybe if you want to add two more bedrooms, even a third big bedroom in there as well. It's entirely up to you. Now this house, if you bought it, you could easily move in tomorrow. It is used as a lock up and leave right now, and when I look around, you can see that people have just gone and the couple will be back. So you can see that it's beautiful from a lock up and leave. Now that little secret I want to show you, I want to go in just the other side of the camera now. I'm going to take you through to the master bedroom, and I just think it's lovely, and I think all the bits that come off it are lovely. We're here in the master bedroom, and as I said to you, I really like this, and I wanted to show this last when we were upstairs on the first floor. You've got this beautiful bedroom. you've got behind the camera, you've got a lovely changing room. It's really big, light and airy changing room. To the side of the airing room, you've got a lovely bathroom, really well laid out, and again, light and airy in there. I really like it, the way that that's been put together. What you've also then got, just over my shoulder, you've got a little room currently used as a sewing room and a little library as well. Very small room, but it's lovely. Again, the light's coming in there. You could use that as a dressing up room, a makeup room, whatever you wanted it to be, you could turn it into that. But this first floor is very self-contained. You've got this lovely big bed in here. You've got a sofa behind me as well. Again, you get that sense of space. It would give you the ability to either put the bed where it is currently, which has lovely views out onto the balcony and out onto the garden as well. Or you can have the bed back there if you wanted as well, and you've got a little bit more light. It's entirely up to you. There's so many choices, but I really love it up here. And what I love is I just love that balcony out there. If you look at the balcony and look at the views you get over the garden, to the hills in the distance and beyond, it is so lovely. And you can see now why one of the rooms down the other corridor had got some of that furniture to come outside. So it's got some of the cushions, it's also got the fridge. You can see how that is used and enjoyed for those lovely evenings as the sun's setting, you're looking out in your garden before you retire to bed. It's there. And that's why I love this, and I love the way it's been put together with that in mind. It's a super feature in terms of that. That's why this whole first floor, and even the ground floor, you have that open plan. You're okay, what's going to be upstairs? Well, what is upstairs is not just above that ground floor, as you've now seen. We go further down the corridor, we go across the big garaging area, and I'll be showing you that all in a moment as I enjoy the lovely outside space that is the garden. Well, here we are in the gardens of this lovely house. Beautiful area that it has. The real key thing for me here, there are so many little places where you can sit and enjoy the views, enjoy the garden, and lots of places to eat. You can just see behind me there's this central area, well covered, that you could sit in, and it's got the benches in there already. To the side of the house, you've got that beautiful area. It's got a pizza oven, it's got lighting above it. It's so well done. To the house as well, you look underneath the balcony that comes off the first floor, so downstairs, again, that's covered. It's actually got a outside kitchen in it. You've got an area for a barbecue. That's great to be having there as well. So this house is focused on enjoying the summer here in France. That's why you can see why it's a second home and a holiday home. So I just love what they've done outside here with it. There is so much garden space to enjoy. It's been really lovely manicured. The trees are so mature now. You've got fruit trees as well. You've got an orchard in the distance, which is there coming through. There are fruit trees running through here as well. Some lovely fruit bushes that are here. There's so much to it, but it's just lovely. Every little aspect out here just makes you go, let's come outside and enjoy it. So it's really done for that, and that's what I love, and I think it's just simply lovely from that reason. You get the sunrise in the morning, so you get beautiful sunrises to enjoy breakfast outside. You could even enjoy breakfast up on the balcony of the first floor. It does give so much, but also remember, it doesn't have to be a lock up and leave holiday home. It could be a beautiful family home as well. Let's go and have a look now at the big garage area. We come into the garage space, we come through two big wooden doors into this space. This is a big space at the moment. There's a couple of cars in here, a mower in here, lots of wood as well, but you'd get probably get 4 or 5 cars in this particular space. We look at the ceiling above, we can see the joists, which are for the first floor, really for that corridor coming along. You can see that's been finished really well, so it gives you a really good signal to how well this house has been put together. Now for me, looking at here, you can use it as garaging. You can also use it, and I see in the corner there's a ping pong table, you could use it as a games area if you want. What it also gives you as well, just behind my shoulder, it gives you a workshop. So there's a lovely workshop in there, nice and spacey as well. So you again get all your tools and everything you need into there as well. So if you want to workshop it, it comes there as well. But when I look at this from its potential, when we looked at the main house, we looked at the ground floor, then we looked at above the ground floor is that beautiful master bedroom, and then there's the corridor, which is above me, which has the rooms and has a big room on the end. You do have the potential, if you wanted, You could potentially put some stairs in from here. You could transform down here, again subject to the right permissions, but you could transform this down here to a kitchen, sitting, dining area if you really wanted. You could segment it and still keep a bit of garaging, and then you could have stairs going up to the corridor on that first floor. So you could actually create something self-contained if you wanted to do it in that way. It's just a thought that I looked at it from that way if you want it from a business. But also, and I say this about a lot of the French properties we look at in this kind of price range, you've got this big garaging area. There's nothing stopping you from concrete going down, turning it into some kind of arts and crafts, some kind of studio, some kind of gym, yoga, etc., because it would work from that as well. And that's why I'm always keen to look at the potential of places like this. Let's go and have a final look outside. I really hope you've enjoyed a look around this lovely house. Let's have a quick recap. So when we look at this house, lovely gardens. Gardens coming around the house, which is lovely. I mean, this lovely outside space as well, one with all the lights above and the pizza oven. Got all those beautiful fruit trees and fruit bushes. You've got lots of spaces to be able to sit out and eat. When we go into the house, the highlights are, for me, it's lovely downstairs with that lovely sitting dining area, and you've got the compact kitchen. You go upstairs. I mean, when you go upstairs, that first floor bedroom is beautiful and stunning. Again, the views out and going out onto that lovely balcony area. You go down that corridor as well, and you've got the rooms, and you've got that huge room at the end, and there's so much potential in there. We've got the garaging, and again, I've already spoken about that potential. So for me, when I look at this property, holiday home, absolutely. Lock up and leave, absolutely. Use any time of year, absolutely. And that's one of the key things with a holiday home or a lock up and leave. Sometimes they're just too cold in the winter. This is not, I can assure you of that. So it has that potential for being able to let more than the holiday season, but also to be able to use more than the holiday season. For me, and I have a young family, would we live in a place like this? Most probably we would. It's got the space and it's got there. For me, probably downstairs, from a family perspective, just need a little bit more room maybe, but that's why you've got the garaging space if you wanted as well. But if it was you as a permanent home here as a couple, not a problem at all. And you've also then got space for family coming to visit in the summertime or other times of year. I think it's got a lot of potential, a lot of opportunity to be able to do what you want. The gardens are stunning. There are so many places to be there. Where it's situated very close to a little town that we know very well, and that's got probably 90% of what you want. Little supermarket there, it's got DIY, it's got a boulangerie, so it's got the things that you need, and that's literally 3 or 4 minutes in the car from here. It's a little hamlet here, 3 or 4 houses, very peaceful, very quiet, off any main roads. You can hear nothing at the moment, but a gentle breeze and some birds singing as well. That's pretty much what you get here. So it's lovely, and you've got the views that come out from the top of the garden as well. So for me, this is definitely should be on your tick list. You should definitely take a look at it. I love it. If you have enjoyed today's programme, then please make sure you subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. Press that button and subscribe. Also go to our website www.anewlifeinfrance.com, where you can find out lots of information. We've got blogs all the time going up on there, but follow us on Facebook. You can also follow our sister Facebook group called A Moving to France. Come on to there. We give a lot of content away there, but we also have an amazing number of members with lots of information to share as well. So get on and subscribe there if you want as well. Look forward to seeing you next time.